This question is a QWC question, a quality in written communication. And as you can see, it's worth 8 marks, where 2 of the marks are given to the quality of your written communication. Now this question is quite straightforward. So what we're going to use is we're going to use our acronym HIRED, which stands for highlighting the information, illustrating it, recognizing what maths we're using, explaining it, and deciding on our final answer. So what we're going to do is we're going to first look at the question that we've been given and highlight any key information that we think would be useful in answering the question. So looking at the stages, the shape is a polygon. So the shape has an odd number of sides. That looks useful. The shape is not a triangle. It has fewer than 7 sides, and 3 of the interior angles each measure 106 degrees. All the other angles are marked with a letter X. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at using the maths in order to answer the question, and then I'm going to concentrate on trying to put that into sentences which help me communicate what the answer is. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at how many sides my shape has. So I know it's got an odd number of sides, and I know that it's not a triangle, and that it has fewer than 7 sides. So it could have had, if it was an odd number of sides, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. But it tells us that the shape has fewer than 7 sides, so it can't be 7, and that it's not a triangle, it can't be 3. So I know that the shape has got 5 sides. So that means if I illustrate now, so using our HIRED acronym, the second letter, the I for illustrating, I know that 3 of my interior angles each measure 106 degrees. So I could say that this one is 106 degrees, that this one is 106 degrees, and that this one is 106 degrees. I'm then told that the other angles that I've got available are marked with a letter X. So the fact that they're both marked with a letter X suggests that they are the same size. So what I need to know now is that in a 5-sided shape, what do my angles add up to? So I need to use my R for my acronym to recognize what area of maths I'm looking at. So I'm looking at the sum of the interior angles in a polygon. So to work out that, my formula is n minus 2 times 180. So because I've got 5 sides, that means I'm going to do 3 times 180, which means the sum of my interior angles. So 3 times 180, 3 times 100 is 300, 3 times 80, so 8, 16, 24 is 240. So 300 add 240 gives me 540 degrees. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add up all the angles that I've got so far. So I've got my 106, my 106, and my 106. Then if I add on my 2 x's, they should also add up to my 540 degrees. So 106 add 106, add 106, add my x and my other x, give me 540 degrees. So adding up my hundreds and sixes, I've got 3 lots of them, so that's going to give me 300, and 3 sixes are 18. X add x gives me 2x, and they add up to 540. So what I need to do now is work out what is going to be equal to my 2x. So if I've got 318 on the left hand side, to get rid of that I need to take away 318 from both sides, and 540 take away 318 leaves me with 222. So now that my 2 is multiplying my x, to get rid of that I need to divide both sides by 2. So that gives me that the angle that I'm looking to find to solve Enzo's problem is that my x value is 111 degrees. I've now written the solution using a balance of maths and my calculations in order to satisfy the quality of written communication marks. So I started off by saying that the shape is odd, it's not a triangle, and it has less than 7 sides, so we can deduce that it must have 5 sides. We've then got our calculation. So the sum of our interior angles is n minus 2 times 180, which equals 3 times 180, which is 540 degrees. The question then told us that the three angles of 106 degrees each, plus our 2x angles, would add up to give that total of 540 degrees. So writing that as an equation, we've got 106 and 106 and 106, plus our 2x, which gave us 540. And by solving it, we've ended up with x equals 111 degrees. Now, thinking about our HIAD acronym, our last D was to decide on our answer. So by solving, I have found that x equals 111 degrees, and it's important that we sum up by writing a concluding sentence. Therefore, we've managed to gain our 8 marks.